earlier this year I had a youth workers retreat where I took all my Sunday school teachers, and we just went down to Falls Creek for a Friday night, Saturday, and I brought in some guest speakers who could come in and invest into the lives of my workers. And one of those speakers that came down said something that really made me think long and hard. He said, student ministry is a lot like the mission field. And when he said that, it made me pause and say, well, what is he talking about? And as he started to explain what he meant, the light bulb went off in my head, and I understood. You see, when we get ready to go on a mission trip, especially a foreign mission trip, we want to be the best ministers we can be. We want to do the best job we can at reaching the people where they are. And how we do that is we find out about them before we even leave. What's some things they like? What's culturally relevant in their lives? What are phrases we need to avoid? What are some hand gestures and stuff that we need to not do that would be offensive? And on top of all that, a lot of times when I'm going to a foreign country, I want to learn some phrases so that I can be able to communicate just a little bit, so that they at least know I'm trying to meet them where they are. And when you think about it, when your student comes into your Sunday school class, or when he or she comes into your Wednesday night service, or whatever you do, a lot of times it's like a foreign mission field, and you don't really understand where your audience is coming from, because many of us are so far removed from teenage culture because it's been such a long time since we've been a teenager that we don't understand them really. We don't know the music they listen to. We don't know the movies they watch. Social networking is something that for perhaps some of us, we're like, yeah, that's just confusing, so I don't even mess with it. And so I want to encourage you. I want to encourage you to do your research. Treat the students that come into your classroom or into your service on a Wednesday night or whenever it is, treat them like you're a missionary going to meet them where they are. And that requires some effort on your part to get to know what the culture is that they live in. I'm not saying you have to watch every movie. I'm not saying you have to listen to the music. But I am saying get on the internet. Google the songs. Just the top 100 songs right now. Find out what the most popular movies are right now. Listen to what your kids are saying on Facebook. Try to pick up on some slang terms that they're saying, some terminology they use. I'm not saying that you need to be a teenager and you need to try to be hip and cool and you need to use that same terminology. But what I am saying is that for you to be better prepared to reach your target audience, teenagers, get to know where they're coming from. And I think you're going to be really surprised when you make the effort to try to find out where they are in culture and the things they're being bombarded with. You will be better equipped to deal with teenagers when they come into your classroom. And so think about it. Student ministry, foreign missions, different, but not really. We need to do our research.